I won't be as involved for a while, Mr. Flamingo.
Why didn't you tell me?
Me and the dog are back. I tried to start this many, many different times. But you know what? Upon request, today I'm taking a quick look at Iron Man, starring Robert Downey Jr. in the role that would bring his fame back to the forefront after trials and tribulations. Iron Man focuses on Tony Stark. Stark is a billionaire, genius, playboy, philanthropist, as he likes to say, and also weapons manufacturer. This 2008 start to the Marvel Cinematic Universe focuses on Tony Stark getting to a life or death situation and ending up finding a new purpose in life. When he's held hostage, he builds his first Iron Man suit with the help of Yinsen, and that drives him to start becoming a superhero full-time once he eventually escapes. With support from his at the time assistant Pepper Potts, eventually wife, played by Gwyneth Paltrow, and his best friend Rhodey, not played by Don Cheadle, but in this movie played by Terrence Howard. This is the start of everything. There had been tons of superhero movies in the past, and that same year Dark Knight was going to come out next, but Iron Man was the start of a cinematic universe, and it did a great job laying the foundation. It was fun.
Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps!
What this movie accomplishes is it sets the tone for what the universe is going to be. Witty, serious when it needs to be, and throwing out jokes. It's a lot of fun. This is a very loose movie. Obadiah Stane is the main villain here, played by Jeff Bridges. Great time. And honestly, it aged pretty well. This is one of the better looking Iron Man suits, which is saying something because this is 2008 when this movie comes out. The Ironmonger suit that Obadiah Stane wears also looks great. You can really feel like it's components and stuff. It looks cool. It was great casting, and Jon Favreau was the right director for the job at the time. It felt like everything came together to really set a grand stage, and this was still early on in Marvel movies, where it felt like you could see where this was gonna head, but it didn't feel as stagey. It didn't feel like you knew exactly how the beats of the movie were gonna go, and it didn't feel like a lot of them were essentially copy and pasted. This was the blueprint that they go after, and it's one of my favorite movies. Not my favorite comic book movie, granted, but it is a good movie, and I think Robert Downey Jr. was great, and his entire journey after this was fun to watch. But for this brief period of time in 2008, Iron Man is the gold standard of what Marvel movies can be. It's great. It's a little brief, but there's not much more that needs to be said other than the fact that, my dad is really pulling for Robert Downey Jr. to come back. Thanks, guys.